And so, my minions, we're going to enter this CubeSat competition. We're going to make this spacecraft. It's going to do awesome things. And then when we win, they're going to put it into orbit for us. We won't even have to pay for lunch. Now get to work. So if I move that timeline's not going to work. But I friggin' hate Gantt charts. What the hell have you been doing with time? Where's my prototype, damn it?
I've been working on this hat that plays awesome music when you enter.
What the hell is this Gantt chart? Who came up with this crap?
I don't know, I don't have time for that. I'm busy making this nuclear bagel toaster.
Damn it.
Here, this will make it much better.
Yeah, this looks better.
Okay, so check it out. New structure, 6061 aluminum, reinforced PEM nuts. What do you think?
You know, it's nice and all, but competition states that we have to make our spacecraft out of structurally reinforced jello, so.
You saw was my team and our difficulty in a CubeSat competition. We've never built one before, and we're building it from scratch, from the ground up. This is our entry into the NASA Space Apps Challenge for 2014, which is a conceptual design for how to run a CubeSat competition and how to manage it using game concepts and gamification. So why make it a competition? Well, because that clearly defines the goals for the students in order to progress. It clearly defines a timeline. If you make it an annual cycle, well, it works much better for them. They have goals and definable things they can achieve. By making it a competition, it also creates legacy and history so that every year you can strive to do better and more students enter in. As a team, they end up developing new skills because of the competition and the defined requirements therein. And you can end up expanding your network of contacts, not only as an institution, whether it be national, university, college, or even high school, but you end up making more contacts throughout industry and government. And competition also spawns innovation. By having narrow constraints in a competition, well-defined in advance, it spurs the students on to make innovations and create new things. So why would we add gamification or gaming to this process? Well, players in that way end up with team support because if you get that game process, they get clearly defined goals as a result. By making it into a game format, we end up with a list of achievements, a list of skills that the players have, and at the end of it, they get to put a satellite into space. What do managers get out of a gamification of a competition like this? By adding game process as well, they get self-guided teams that form on their own. They can track tasks as well as project tracking overall to see how it works. The idea being we want to replace Gantt charts with games. We get a list of students who have particular skills so that you can task a given student or ask them to work on a thing, and at the end, they get to put a satellite into space. So what do you get from us for our entry? We're getting a design concept for a CubeSat competition where we provide you with first-hand experience on what it's been like for us as a team to run and participate in this competition. You get software concepts for how to do task management. Basically, we're replacing Gantt charts with games, and you'll see a little bit of a demo on that a little bit later on. You'll see an example of gameplay on phone. We're also creating a wiki, which is already available and you can look at, which is a place where you can get together and hack a competition to make it work that much better for your institution. As you can see, we've got a wiki already up and running, and you can click around on that and find out what is the design concept behind our CubeSat competition, what the good, the bad, and the ugly is. And then you can check out some of the GUI we've already made. So here you can see the GUI that might be used for something like this CubeSat competition. Here the students can be able to track their individual skills, for example, orbital mechanics, soldering, robotics, and Arduino prototyping. Or they could do things like track their achievements. So they can see whether or not they're, how they're progressing for an individual set of achievements. They can go through and say, how do they compare to their peers? In this case, in fundraising, they're number one amongst their peers for getting sponsorship for this project. Or they've contributed within the top 25 of their peers for commits to GitHub. We could do things like see what jobs are available and tasks for the students. For example, going to see what jobs are available. In this case, we want to determine the total eclipse time for the satellite's orbit. We click on that, we can see what the details are of that specific job. We can also do things like see what the specific tasks are that they have on their to-do list, whether or not it's been completed or whether or not it's waiting to be finished, and what achievements it actually links to. Or we can also say, how do I add a task for somebody else? I can create a task and post it on the job board for other members. And lastly, we can replace Gantt charts with a progress meter such as this. So we can see this Come to the Dark Side project, determining the total eclipse time, how well it's progressed compared to the students, and we can see tasks that are outlying and haven't been accomplished yet because they're under-resourced. To find out more about what our team is up to, you can visit UMSATS.ca. I'd like to thank the NASA Space Apps Challenge team for putting on this great event.
All right.